Greenwich,
This is Triple H's world. The spotlight is his home. A Grand Slam champion, one of the all-time greats.
A former European champion, former Intercontinental champion, Tag Team champion, and WWE champion.
Triple H is right where he belongs, in the spotlight, with the eyes of the WWE Universe fixated squarely on his chiseled physique.
Broke into the main event scene with the likes of The Rock, Mick Foley, Big Show, all at WrestleMania 2000.
And has never looked back since. The man has main evented 7 WrestleManias and continues to grow his legend in WWE.
When you think Attitude Era, you think Stone Cold.
And his opponent, from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Hey, Stone Cold Steve Austin does what he wants, when he wants, and guys, it's paid off for him. Stone Cold Steve Austin is a 6-time WWE champion.
The Texas Rattlesnake has arrived, and this building is about to be unglued.
There is no one who can elicit a response quite like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
Without a doubt, this is going to be one of the most hellacious matches we have ever witnessed.
The King of Kings, Triple H, is looking as imposing tonight than at any point during his dominant 20-year reign.
You know, normally I'd accuse you of kissing up to the boss, Byron, but that assessment's actually pretty spot on.
Well, thanks.
Set up a
Russian leg sweep.
Stone Cold Steve Austin cut his teeth in the rings of Dallas and Memphis before landing in WCW. As stunning Steve Austin, he was a Hollywood blonde and feared as a television and United States champion. Before long, Austin was in the land of extreme, ECW, before his 1996 WWE debut alongside Million Dollar Man Ted DiBiase.
Man, that hurts. Steve Austin changed the face of sports entertainment forever when Austin defeated Jake the Snake Roberts at the 1996 King of the Ring and launched the phenomenon known as Austin 316. No one had any idea what was about to happen.
Stone Cold Steve Austin turned WWE on its ear and took on the likes of Bret the Hitman Hart, Mr. McMahon, The Undertaker, and The Rock, while handing out Stone Cold Stunners and drinking Steve Weisers. Austin's a decorated WWE champion, Intercontinental champion, and World Tag Team champion with different partners.
When a superstar wins the Royal Rumble match, they immediately become part of an elite group. When they win a second Rumble, you're talking about your own exhibit in the Hall of Fame.
But to win a third, Michael, only one man has achieved that, and that is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold probably deserves his own wing in the Hall of Fame at this point.
When we talk about Steve Austin's 3 Royal Rumble match wins, you gentlemen have a revisionist history. The 97 victory should have an asterisk next to it because Austin was eliminated and re-entered the match. What would you guys do without me?
Let's see. Probably have less headaches for one thing, Corey. If you have an issue with Austin's Royal Rumble history, I'd like to see you take it up with Stone Cold. After years of struggling to make an impact in WWE, Steve Austin finally broke through at the 1996 King of the Ring. Austin was about to unleash something no one had ever seen before.
Talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin at the King of the Ring, Byron. After Austin won the tournament, he proclaimed the birth of Austin 316. His anger produced the fuel that drove the Austin Revolution and ushered the Attitude Era into WWE.
The glass breaks, the beers flow, and Stone Cold utilizes certain sign language, Cole. Austin 316 took the world by storm and destroyed the foundation of WWE.
And Steve Austin too quick that time.
We're used to seeing Triple H make history in the ring as a competitor, but what we witnessed in August of 2016 was something totally different. The game appeared out of nowhere during the Fatal 4-Way match to crown a new Universal Champion. In one swift move, Triple H's pedigree on Seth Rollins shifted the balance of power.
Tonight, Triple H drops Seth Rollins with the pedigree, thus handing the WWE Universal Championship to Kevin Owens on a silver platter. Will go down as one of the most shocking events in WWE history.
No one could believe when Triple H appeared on Monday Night Raw in the first place, let alone sending Seth Rollins crashing to the canvas thanks to the pedigree. That one move changed the entire landscape of sports entertainment.
Guys, we all know the storied history of Hell in a Cell, but we'd be remiss if we didn't at least mention that the first time anybody laid eyes on this demonic structure was back in October 1997 at the Bad Blood pay-per-view.
Reflecting again on the first time we saw the Hell in a Cell structure, I don't think anybody at the time could have envisioned the truly merciless moments this structure would provide over the years.
And amazingly, Michael, those moments somehow become more and more barbaric with each passing match. You know, no matter how many times I see a Hell in a Cell match, I'm always amazed at what these competitors are willing to put themselves through.
I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
From behind. Hard to dispute Byron's point about what these superstars put themselves through in an environment like this. For whatever reason, when the Hell in a Cell structure is in place, superstars willingly push the boundaries of physical punishment.
And then there's people like Shane McMahon who just take that to a whole other level.
The game's starting to look beaten here. It just doesn't seem to be his night tonight, guys.
Guys, I don't think he possesses the ruthlessness needed to be successful outside of the ring, which really begs the question why he's been out there so much.
We were very close to seeing game over for Triple H right there.
It's moments like this that have made Stone Cold such a success over the years.
Guys, we oftentimes talk about the dangers of competing inside Hell in a Cell. Well, let's not forget these competitors aren't the only ones in there. It could be just as dangerous for the official as well.
Boom! Running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
He's looking at it.
Stone Cold Stunner. This one's over, guys. Oh, man, Triple H doesn't even know where he is.
Man, that hurts. Too quick for him there. He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
Yeah, we all know he's a guy with great skill and endurance.
Boom, right in the button. Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque. Oh, the referee better get a hold of things.
He's playing with him now. Looking at it here. Stunner! Stone Cold with a stunner!
Here's his moment, Michael.
What a stomp!
Good grief.
This might be it!
Oh, my.
Breaking the rules. You're not going to win many matches absorbing punishment like that. Now that'll do some serious damage.
A lot of people looking to praise this superstar, but the way I see it, competing injured just goes along with the territory.
Oh, look at beautiful technique. Whoa, Triple H dodged that one.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Oh, and a terrific reversal by Steve Austin.
Big slam.
Oh, my God, the spine.
That'll make your legs go numb.
The cover. 2. There's the kick out. Not yet.
Talk about rocking the jaw.
Stone Cold is in bad shape right now. Looks to me like he just hit a wall.
Clearly, they're both running on fumes right now.
He's got the shoulders down.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
3. The pinfall and the victory.
As the late, great Lemmy says, it's time to play the game. The Demon is here!
Finn Balor has unlocked the crypts of the underworld in his mind and unleashed the Demon.
Finn Balor will always be known as the first ever WWE Universal Champion. After an incredible match with Seth Rollins at SummerSlam, Finn Balor forced to relinquish the title the next day due to injury. But Finn Balor continues to grow his legend here in WWE.
Any superstar who has ever competed against this man knows it's one thing to face Finn Balor, but it is a completely different experience when you are staring across the ring at the Demon.
And we're ready to go here with this huge TLC match.
Guys, can you imagine what Vince McMahon Sr. would say if he saw a match like this? It really is amazing how much sports entertainment has evolved over the years.
The King of Kings, Triple H, is looking as imposing tonight than at any point during his dominant 20-year reign.
You know, normally I'd accuse you of kissing up to the boss, Byron, but that assessment's actually pretty spot on.
Well, thanks.
Set him up.
Oh my gosh!
Surfboard leg breaker. He's going for it all.
Down with force.
Triple H with some reason to worry here. We all know, though, this guy has plenty of fight left in him.
This is all part of the process, guys. He knew he would take on some offense here tonight. He just has to make sure he keeps it to a minimum.
TLC matches became so popular that WWE established a separate special event named after the match. In 2013, WWE once again made history. This was history that was 50 years in the making. The Viper, Randy Orton, was WWE Champion. John Cena was the World Heavyweight Champion. The winner would leave as WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Corey, you mentioned this earlier, but it bears repeating. The match had incredible historical significance. The World Heavyweight Championship dates back to the early 1900s. The WWE Championship dates back to 1963. In the first WWE Champion, Nature Boy, Buddy Rogers. There was a big fight feel in Houston, Texas that night.
It looked like the Viper was going to win after he handcuffed Cena to the bottom rope, but Cena detached the rope and fought back against Orton. Both men struggled until the Apex Predator ripped Cena off the ladder, forcing him to land face first on a table. The Viper became immortalized when he grabbed both historic prizes and became the WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle.
I know the physical and emotional pain of dealing with a serious injury. When Finn Balor had to surrender his WWE Universal Championship to Raw Commissioner Mick Foley the night after SummerSlam 2016, you could see the disappointment in Balor's eyes.
Bang! As the Demon King was unleashed, history was made.
Down 1916! Can he end it here? And Finn Balor might have just secured the victory.
The end may be near.
1916!
This one is over.
Look at him, guys. He's out of it.
And not a very ideal spot for him to be out of it either.
All right, listen up, morons. Especially you, Byron. A tables, ladders, and chairs match, commonly known as a TLC match, originated thanks to three of the greatest tag teams of all time. I'm talking about the Dudley Boys, the Hardy Boys, and Edge and Christian. You got the tables for the Dudleys, the ladders for the Hardys, and the chairs for E&C.
Corey, you spoke about the TLC match. It is interesting to note that the TLC match was created because of the incredible triangle ladder match the Dudley Boys had against the Hardys and Edge and Christian for the WWE Tag Team titles at WrestleMania 2000. And that was just the beginning.
You got that right, Michael. There was incredible history between those three teams. Each duo put it all on the line so they could be WWE Tag Team Champions. Even though the wild matches between them had TLC elements in them, the first official TLC match sanctioned by WWE took place at SummerSlam 2000. Let's make sure everyone's clear on the rules of a TLC match. There are no pinfalls, no countouts, no disqualifications, and no submissions. The only way to win is to climb the ladder and retrieve the championship or championships that are suspended high above the ring.
Oh, and he reverses it.
Once the bell rings, anyone who opposes the Demon King better have a plan. The priority in that plan must be to stay away from the Demon's explosive quickness.
What a match!
Oh, Triple H dodged that one.
Corey, as you discussed before, it is essential for a superstar to have a plan against the Demon King. That plan has to revolve around avoiding the speed of this powerful Irish warrior.
I think it's bad enough you have to go up against the Demon King, but trying to stay away from his speed and agility makes the task that much harder. But you have to do it. A TLC match is so dangerous that you never want to make a mistake. But being too tentative can also cost you. We saw that at TLC 2016 when AJ Styles defended his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Dean Ambrose. Ambrose said that his temper was his game plan, but if anyone would be at home in a TLC match, it's the Lunatic Fringe. Whack! Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
The 2016 TLC match was the 19th in history, and it would not be for the faint of heart. There was no way to predict which superstar was going to incapacitate his opponent first to climb up the ladder. AJ Styles showed he was more than comfortable battling in TLC's environment of twisted, unforgiving steel and solid wood.
Both men had bad intentions, as displayed by AJ Styles when he executed a springboard 450 splash out to the floor that put Ambrose through a table. That wasn't enough to put Ambrose away, but James Ellsworth pushed Ambrose off the ladder, out of the ring, and through a table. That's how AJ Styles retained his championship.
Sling blade!
Nicely done.
He wants no part of the outside. Here it comes. He's got him. And now one more time. 19-16.
Just when you thought he had nothing left.
If it doesn't end the match this time, it might be time for a new finisher.
Hooked him. Incredible drop.
Ooh, what impact. Hooked up.
The slam!
I don't know how much more these superstars can take, guys. You'd have to think something's got to give here soon.
When this guy's on, look out. An amazing match so far, guys, but it looks to me like we're possibly nearing the end here. Both these superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys. He doesn't want to do this outside the ring. Oh, the ladder hits.
Jeez, that's gotta hurt.
The game getting absolutely punished right now.
This is Finn Balor's match now.
Oh, man, what a strike.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Down with a power bomb.
Things are obviously looking good right now, but let me tell you, climbing that ladder at this point in the match is... Whoa!
Oh, and a terrific reversal by Finn Balor.
19-16! That has got to be it.
This one might just do the trick.
What a hellaciously physical match these gladiators have put themselves through. The intensity of this has been incredible.
Oh, man, that hurt the back. Spine rattling.
Yeah, okay.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Not good for the back and body. Backbreaker.
That'll realign your vertebrae. Nobody's pulled ahead here yet, guys, but as we all know, the complexion of a ladder match can change in an instant.
Oh, and the ladder finds the mark.
Gonna be tough to bounce back from that one.
It may look like this match is over right now, but let me assure you, climbing that ladder at this point is no easy task.
Oh, nasty impact.
Boom, what impact. And it's reversed. Here he goes.
What a spine buster by the game.
It should be game over here, guys.
Things do not look good for Finn Balor.
Here comes Triple H. This singles match has come to an end. Wow. Riding in style.
And his opponent, opponent, from El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero.
My grandfather taught me the mantra many years ago: win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. Eddie Guerrero is the embodiment of that, and that's why he's one of the all-time greats.
And there's the bell. And here we go. This is the type of battle that you can show someone who's new to our brand of entertainment and say, this is what WWE's all about.
Look at them, locked inside that cage like a couple of rabid animals.
Oh, right on the arm.
Not good. Oh! From behind. Sharp knee. Oh my God, to the spine. That'll make your legs go numb.
According to historians, the twisted metal that we see as part of steel cages today dates back 80 years. To settle a dispute,
We've got it covered. Eddie Guerrero scores the victory.
Oh, my Lord.
Making his way to the ring, from Grenoble, France, weighing in at 520 pounds, the eighth wonder of the world, Andre the Giant.
The eighth wonder of the world. Corey, how do you go undefeated for 15 years?
What helps when you're 7'4" and 500 pounds.
Now, when you are Andre the Giant, you do whatever you want, whenever you want.
From Braun Strowman to the Big Show to the Great Khali, none of them quite possess the aura of Andre the Giant.
And we're underway. Looking at these two men, I don't think there's going to be anything traditional about this one-on-one matchup.
No matter what, it is impossible to escape the intimidating aura of the eighth wonder of the world, Andre the Giant.
Yeah, even I can't dispute that, Saxton. There is no greater force than the 7'4", 500-pound Giant.
Oh, what a slam! That hurt! Ooh! Oh, what a splash!
Here we go, back inside the ring.
Oh, nasty impact.
Boom, what impact! He's starting to stumble here. He's going to want to make sure this doesn't snowball out of control.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Cole. This is just a little bump in the road for him here. Nothing to worry about.
I'm not going to go so far as to say he can't win this match, but things certainly aren't looking good for him right now.
Ouch. Scoop slam! Eddie Guerrero turns it around.
Oh, hanging off for dear life.
Oh, alley-oop powerbomb! That might be it. And it's Andre the Giant getting out of that one. Down he goes.
That'll do it every time.
Backbreaker!
Be careful not to get disqualified. Beautiful technique.
Perfectly executed. This is going to be big, one way or another. Look at this. Oh, come on. How can this be legal?
This could lead to a disqualification quick.
Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Attack to the midsection.
Eddie Guerrero is in bad shape right now. This might be the beginning of the end for him.
Oh, man, what a beating he's taken. You can see the lights are on, but clearly nobody's home.
He's fading fast here, guys. If I'm his opponent, I'm thinking about putting him out of his misery sooner than later.
Woo-wee. If you want to see creativity and elevation in one move, check out Eddie's Frog Splash. Guerrero can land that on an opponent from almost anywhere in the ring.
Nailed it.
Some damage has been dished out, but certainly not enough to assume this one's even close to being over.
Eddie's father, Gory Guerrero, is credited with inventing several maneuvers still used today. Many consider Eddie's Frog Splash to be the best in sports entertainment when it comes to time in the air, distance, and impact.
Guys, Eddie Guerrero's Frog Splash is a thing of beauty. When you look at the long list of superstars who Eddie's defeated using it, you get a true sense of how incredible the move really is.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
He's never lacked for energy. A man that big, you can see why.
Boom!
Oh, he goes down hard. Yeah, he's definitely starting to fade now. No! Oh, just when you thought he had nothing left, Eddie Guerrero is just getting overwhelmed.
Bad move there.
I don't know what made him think that was a good idea. Taking out the arm, great strategy.
Andre the Giant on some offense now, but he's not appearing too worse for wear, at least not yet anyway.
Yeah, but it looks to me like he still has plenty of energy in that body of his. I wouldn't look too much into this right now.
Oh, continuing to punish them.
Andre the Giant is definitely feeling his oats right now.
Folks, it was in the city of Houston, Texas, that Stone Cold Steve Austin did the unthinkable when he aligned himself with Mr. McMahon at WrestleMania 17. Uh-oh. Oh, my God, what a move.
Oh, boy, he is rolling. And Eddie Guerrero says, not this time.
He thinks he has it. Shoulders down. 3. Eddie Guerrero gets the win.
Making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 270 pounds, Goldberg!
One of the driving forces behind WCW's success, former WCW champion,
a man who absolutely bleeds intensity.
Beyond the WCW championship, Goldberg's a two-time United States champion, one-time WCW tag team champion. Oh, and by the way, a WWE Universal champion.
A man that does not get paid by the hour.
Here we we go as we kick off this tables match.
Ouch. Man, my body hurts just thinking about the punishment one of these competitors is about to go through.
No one has been as dominant in that ring as Goldberg. His WCW streak was legendary, but he can still defeat any competitor in a matter of seconds.
Oh, Goldberg became WCW champion in 1998 and WWE Universal champion in 2017. No matter what the decade, Goldberg gets it done.
Belly to belly! Vicious.
Ooh, what impact.
You gotta believe this one's over.
He's starting to stagger a bit. He may have to start reevaluating his game plan.
I think a lot of people right now are scratching their heads wondering how he let this match get so out of hand.
Harsh impact. Oh, so ruthless.
Now that's how you use a table to your advantage.
After incredible matches in Mexico, Japan, and ECW, Eddie Guerrero landed in WCW. Eddie's matches with Rey Mysterio, Chris Jericho, and Ric Flair had sports entertainment buzzing. Ooh, what impact.
Building on what Michael said about Eddie's time in WCW, that was only the beginning. Once Eddie set his sights on WWE, superstars couldn't contain Eddie's superb ring technique and devastating attacks from high altitudes.
All while having a mantra to live by. I lie, I cheat, I steal. That's exactly what Guerrero did on his way to earning multiple championships in WWE. It's going to be agonizing for the arm.
He's taking some offense. Looks like he may have let his guard down there for a moment, and it cost him.
Hey, you're going to absorb some punishment in a wrestling match. It just goes along with the territory, and he knows that. I doubt he's all that concerned at this point.
Ooh! Through Kofi Kingston's career, the exciting superstar has competed in several types of WWE matchups. It didn't take long for Kofi to get comfortable in the tables match environment. At 2011's TLC event, Kingston took on the Celtic Warrior Sheamus in a tables match for the United States Championship. Kofi was impressive in the match as he combined defense with his unbelievable high-flying assaults.
Byron, you spoke about Kofi Kingston's tables match against Sheamus at 2011's TLC event. Some people feel that match was one of the turning points for Kingston. That night, Kofi's usual fun-loving nature took a backseat to a more focused and offensively aggressive competitor. Kofi Kingston's focus was leaving TLC the new United States champion.
And that approach paid off, Michael. Kofi seized opportunity when Sheamus made a rare mistake. He drilled the Celtic Warrior with the Trouble in Paradise kick, and that set up Kofi to fly from the top rope and put Sheamus right through the table to earn the United States Championship.
There are so many ways Eddie can keep an opponent guessing. His speed, his gift of flight, and his talent for writing his own version of the WWE rulebook.
You got to wear your opponent down. Find that little weakness that could help you end up with a victory. Byron, you mentioned some abilities that makes Eddie Guerrero who he is. Trust me when I say there's nothing like when Latino heat fires up. When Eddie's on, you're talking about the best of the best.
The charisma, the charm, the ability to effortlessly bend a rule at the perfect time make him so difficult to defeat. Eddie's made so many referees look ridiculous in the process. It shouldn't be a shock that the Dudley Boys were involved in one of the most intense tables matches we've seen in recent memory. At the 2015 TLC event, the Dudleys called on their Extreme brothers, Tommy Dreamer and Rhino, to battle the Wyatt family in an 8-man elimination tables match. People were flying everywhere that night, and in classic ECW fashion, so were the trash cans and kendo sticks.
Both these superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys. Oh, look at what's coming!
Again!
That's 2! And perhaps a trifecta. 3 amigos!
Can he finish him off here?
Oh, my goodness, this hurts! Oh! And nailed it.
Just when you thought he had nothing left.
The intensity of this match has been incredible.
Boom!
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Beautiful technique.
At this point, it looks like even the winner of this match will walk out of here beaten and battered.
Oh, continuing to punish them. And a knee stomp.
That'll ruin your leg.
Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are. The situation just got real bad for Goldberg.
These athletes seem to have tried everything in their playbook. Oh, there's more in their arsenal, I promise you that. I don't know what it is, but they'll find it. Quick thinking to avoid that one. There's got to be some point in the match where those thoughts start to creep in that it could be over. And then you got to dig down deep, get rid of the self-doubt, and continue on toward victory.
Both of these superstars looking a little worse for wear right now.
Exploder! And that does it. Eddie Guerrero captures the win.
Oh, that'll break you in half.
Impact. Fisherman suplex, classic. Shows no mercy.
And that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
What an upper.
What a forearm.
Boom, what impact. Edge slipping some here. But he's very aware of who he's in there with and what he has to do to rebound.
This match is so evenly contested right now that it's almost impossible to pick a winner. I guess we'll just have to settle in and enjoy the action.
Shoving them away. He looks a bit off his game here. Well, he knew this was going to be a fight heading into this one.
Yeah, but if you count him out now, guys, you'd be making a very big mistake. Mark my words.
That'll hinder your modeling career. This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
And no luck against Edge there. Oh, right to the face. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Oh, the old European uppercut.
Oh, targeting the stomach.
Attack to the midsection. As will tear the features clean off your face.
And Eddie Guerrero says, not this time.
Watch out here. Looking for the win.
That's how you dominate your opponent. I don't know if that's enough to put Eddie away.
The Hall of Famer is here!
Making his way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 249 pounds, the Rated R Superstar, Edge.
Byron, here's a superstar who really is living his dream.
Absolutely. I mean, you go back to Edge's childhood where he won an essay contest to win the right to train inside the ring for the first time, and since then, of course, creating a Hall of Fame career here in WWE.
The ultimate opportunist.
And his opponent, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, Bobby Roode.
Things just became absolutely glorious. Can I get a hallelujah?
Hallelujah!
Not from you, Byron. How many times do we have to go through this?
I've been practicing all week.
You haven't gotten any better.
The sky is truly the limit for the glorious Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode knows how to make an entrance, and he's got the substance to back it up.
And we're underway. Looking at these two men, I don't think there's going to be anything traditional about this one-on-one matchup.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Ooh, what impact.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Boom, what impact.
You can't help but marvel at Edge and the Hall of Fame career he's put together. 31 total championships, first ever Money in the Bank winner, and one of the most decorated tag team performers in WWE history.
Ooh, neck breaker.
Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
This might be it. Oh, my.
Byron spoke a bit ago about Edge's Hall of Fame credentials, and they are impressive. It's even more impressive given his start. He's got to be the only Hall of Famer to get started in the sport after winning an essay contest.
That's right, Cole. He was 18. Edge won an essay contest for a gym in Toronto. First place winner, got training for free. Well, Edge did it, and the rest is history. Even though Edge only won that essay contest because I didn't enter.
Now that got those shoulders on the mat, and Edge kicks out. Not yet. He's not looking like himself here. He looks to be a little surprised right now.
Well, he had to expect to take some punishment tonight. You don't step in the ring with this guy and walk away completely unscathed.
Nailed it. And there's still plenty of fight left.
Might have slipped there, Cole.
Neckbreaker. What a stomp. Good grief. Incredible impact.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. The Money in the Bank match and contract have been associated with some of the most thrilling moments in WWE history. It's important to remember that it began with the first Mr. Money in the Bank, and that was Edge, after he won the first ever Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania 21.
Ooh! Beautiful technique.
The Money in the Bank match at WrestleMania 21 was something very different when it debuted in 2005. Edge is known as a master of ladder matches, and was the odds-on favorite. The Rated R Superstar made sure that contract led him to championship gold.
Edge set a standard when he won the first Money in the Bank match at WrestleMania 21. But I don't think anyone could have anticipated just how sought after the Money in the Bank contract would become.
Look out! Looks like Edge is in a bit of trouble here. Guys, this is where we find out what he's made of.
This match is trending in a bad direction for him right now.
Counter here. Vicious attack. Goes down hard.
We talk about how important stipulations are in a steel cage match.
Here comes Spear! This just might be enough for him to take the victory here.
I love these cage matches. Corey, you touched on something moments ago that's so important for the combatants in a steel cage match to remember. A superstar must be able to think offensively to figure out how they're going to escape the cage. They must think defensively at the same time so they can prevent their opponent from getting out of the cage first and winning the match.
Well, a superstar must become comfortable with escaping the cage by both exiting the cage door and by climbing over the top of the cage. They must also be aware of their attributes and what's best for them. Let's just say if you're a giant like The Big Show, The Undertaker, Kane, or even Braun Strowman, it's preferred to exit through the cage door.
Edge made the spear his own personal instrument of human destruction. The Rated R Superstar can turn an opponent inside out. Just go back to WrestleMania 17 to see Edge deliver the maneuver from the top of a 20-foot ladder.
The brutality and viciousness of this type of match is unparalleled. When it comes to the spear, it's like the Rated R Superstar enjoys trying to break his opponents in half. Perhaps the most gruesome spear came at WrestleMania 22 when Edge put a battered McFoley through a flaming table.
Edge can drill an opponent with the spear from a variety of positions. The Rated R Superstar has shown that no matter how big, tall, or small an opponent might be, they will all suffer the same fate.
Before 2017's Extreme Rules, there were just 3 previous tag team matches where championship gold was decided inside a steel cage in the history of WWE special events. The Hardy Boys were in 2 of those matches. At Extreme Rules, in order to win the match, both members of a team had to exit the cage and have both feet on the floor.
The Hardys used their famous continuity to gain the early advantage until Cesaro and Sheamus utilized their devastating power to slow the pace of the match down. Both teams battled atop the steel cage, but in the end, Sheamus and Cesaro won the race to the arena floor to become new Raw Tag Team Champions.
Harsh impact.
Look at this.
Taking on any more damage here could very well clothesline, but he's got a count.
Oh, nasty impact.
Can he finish the job?
I'm not sure how much he has left. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Cover here. One. Edge gets the shoulder up.
Not yet.
Look at this. Two. Digging deep for a kick out.
Just needs to do more damage.
He's making a statement here with this attack. DDT!
Spiked him.
He's got him covered, and only a 1 count. A glorious kick out.
Gonna take more than that.
Uh-oh, the Impaler!
That's what he was looking for, Michael.
At some point, the referee may want to think about stopping this one before somebody gets seriously injured. Edge wins!
His opponent from Death Valley, weighing in at 330 pounds, The Undertaker!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for one-on-one action.
And Michael, it sounds to me like this crowd already picked the one who they want to win this match.
Finally, these two are in the ring where their grudge can get settled.
No more excuses. We're going to find out who the better superstar is.
And this is one of those matches where it's hard to believe we get paid for this. Well, actually,
Hard to believe Saxton gets paid for anything.
Every WWE competitor is spectacular to watch, but when The Undertaker competes, it's an event.
Well, he's got the most awe-inspiring entrance in WWE history and has the in-ring dominance to back it up. During the Attitude Era, Edge was a member of the frightening trio known as the Brood. That unholy alliance spawned one of the greatest tag teams of all time. Edge and Christian helped revolutionize the TLC match and became known as the E and C Dynasty. Severe damage being inflicted to the back.
Edge became a master at forming championship teams with various partners. Things took a different turn when he became the Rated R Superstar and had epic rivalries with Ric Flair, DX, John Cena, and The Undertaker.
As the Rated R Superstar, Edge cemented his legacy as an all-time great in sports entertainment. Over the course of his career, Edge won an amazing 31 championships between singles and tag team competition.
The steps connect.
That hurt me just watching.
To have the slightest chance of success against the Rated R Superstar, you have to keep your cool. Edge has so much experience and is such a talented competitor, he can use the smallest lapse in judgment against you.
Oh, the sledgehammer connects.
That'll scramble your insides.
Oh, the sledgehammer connects.
That'll scramble your insides.
To your point, Corey, a superstar must keep their composure when going up against the Rated R Superstar Edge. This is a decorated champion. It becomes more dangerous in a match as the stakes become higher.
Edge is the master manipulator for a good reason. An opponent must be ready for Edge's mind games and the fact that he has the poise to wait until you make a mistake. Then the Rated R Superstar seizes the opportunity to capitalize.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Oh, the sledgehammer connects.
That'll scramble your insides.
Oh, the sledgehammer connects.
That'll scramble your insides.
Nailed it.
They're going to lock it in here. Is he done?
Oh, and he breaks free.
But the damage might have already been done, Michael.
And, of course, the great tag teams of the early 2000s helped put the TLC match on the map, and it's only gotten better ever since.
The elbow!
Great one-on-one action here tonight. It doesn't get much better than this.
What a match!
DDT! Undertaker looking mortal here. With these two guys, we all knew this was going to be an all-out battle.
Got it.
Michael, that sledgehammer can cause some serious damage.
Got it.
Michael, that sledgehammer can cause some serious damage.
Got it.
Michael, that sledgehammer can cause some serious damage. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Whoa, The Undertaker dodged that one. Got it.
Michael, that sledgehammer can cause some serious damage.
Uh-oh.
The Impaler DDT.
Warm up the bus. This one is over. Hey, what goes up must come down.
Here it comes. Oh boy, he is rolling.
With the damage sustained by Undertaker, he could be on his way out.
Tonight may not be his night, guys.
And things look bleak right now.
For a while there, it looked like he was going to take this match. It's amazing how quickly things can change here in the WWE.
Clobbered by the steps.
That'll make you reassess some things. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
This one's getting ugly. You might want to turn away if you have a weak heart.
Both these superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys. The steps connect.
That hurt me just watching.
Clobbered by the steps.
That'll make you reassess some things.
And no luck against Edge there.
Oh, man, that hurt. He may get the 3 count right there.
The Undertaker powers out.
I am in shock. What's it going to take to keep this guy down?
The steps connect.
That hurt me just watching.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Oh, nasty impact.
Nobody ever said Edge doesn't put on a show out there.
These superstars have tried everything. They have something left in their arsenal. They have to, but can they dig down deep enough to find it? Suplex!
If I was Edge, I'd get my head back in the match where it belongs.
I can't believe this one's still going on, especially after the beating that's been delivered tonight.
Boom, what impact!
Oh, look at his aggression in the corner. Gotta be careful not to get disqualified.
Ooh, what impact! Uh-oh, he's in trouble here.
A long way up.
Oh, my God!
Wow, what a gritty performance.
He may get the 3 count right here!
I think so.
And that was only a 1.
What a kick out.
Here it comes. He's got him.
A long way up.
Oh, my God!
This one's over, guys.
He's got him down. Is this it? 2, 3. The Undertaker gets the win.
Making his way to the ring from Sarasota, Florida, weighing in at 237 pounds, Macho Man, Randy Savage!
Guys, as we all know, these Falls Count Anywhere matches can become incredibly dangerous.
That's right, Michael. In the past, we've seen these matches spill out into the crowd where everything from chairs to tables to television cameras have been used as weapons.
You can feel the electricity running through this arena. This is going to be some battle. One-on-one, mano-a-mano.
Matches like this rarely end inside the ring, which is what makes them so unpredictable.
We're seeing one of the all-time greats in action right here with the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
His opponent's got to be on the lookout for his flying elbow. Don't take a second to compose yourself on the mat, because the next one, you get nailed.
Guys, the most important thing for a superstar to remember in a Falls Count Anywhere match is that anything goes.
And I do mean anything.
I hope someone uses you as a weapon, Saxton.
Boom!
Harsh impact. As Byron mentioned, anything goes in this one, which means we're likely to see a liberal use of weaponry here tonight.
Yeah, and keep in mind, Cole, the fact that there's no disqualification also means that anybody can interfere, and there's nothing you can do about it. Beautiful technique.
Neck breaker. That could be it. Oh, what a knee. For most of his life, they've called him the Macho Man, and truer words were never spoken.
Sure, Randy Savage is as macho as they come when he steps between the ropes, but he's also one of the most sensitive superstars around when it comes to Miss Elizabeth. He's an enigma.
Corey's observation of Macho Man being an enigma is accurate. I mean, I don't always understand what he's saying, but at least the fans react.
Well, whether his words are as the Macho Man or as the Macho King, it doesn't matter. When Savage talks to you, you hang on every word he says. It's what makes him the cream of the crop.
Oh, what incredible power. Wow, what a vertical suplex. Back in the ring again. He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle. This might be it.
Oh, my.
Beautiful technique.
Randy Savage starting to fade a bit here. This could be the start of an ugly death. He might have it.
This might not have been a wise move for him here, Mike.
Oh, and he slips out.
Wow, looked to me like he had it locked in pretty good. I guess not.
Got it.
Michael, that sledgehammer can cause some serious damage.
Got it.
Michael, that sledgehammer can cause some serious damage.
Thinking of big moments in Randy Savage's career, I think of WrestleMania 3, when he and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat stole the show.
I'm not sure Savage wants to remember the match because he ended up losing, but it is considered to be one of the greatest matches in WWE history, and maybe one of the first show-stealing performances at a WrestleMania, too.
Oh boy, he is rolling. To inject my opinion on that classic between Savage and Steamboat, I'm still mad about it. Randy was about to finish off the Dragon with the ring bell, but George the Animal Steel interfered.
You may be the only one with that feeling, Corey. Little trivia about that highly touted match. That was the first time the Intercontinental title ever changed hands at a WrestleMania.
What is it that The Undertaker is looking to do to change his luck at this point? Well, guys, the referee should have it relatively easy here tonight because, as you know, in a Falls Count Anywhere match, anything goes.
Hard to argue your take on this match, Michael. When there are no rules to enforce, the official's sole responsibility in a match like this is to simply declare the victor.
Yeah, the referee may only have one job, but I'm still willing to bet he finds a way to mess it up.
Randy Savage just too fast for him. You gotta believe this one's over.
Ooh, what impact. A bad spot to be in for Undertaker. There may be no coming back from this.
Guys, it's a wonder he's even able to stand at this point. If I'm the referee, I'm seriously considering stopping this match.
Whack! Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat. Whack! Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat. Whack! Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat. Whoa, The Undertaker dodged that one. Boom, what impact!
These athletes seem to have tried everything in their playbook. Oh, there's more in their arsenal, I promise you that. I don't know what it is, but they'll find it.
Whack! Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Oh, shows no mercy.
And that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
The Macho Man in control. Sit out, pile driver.
Wow, we might just be witness shoulders on the mat. And he manages to get the shoulder up.
Man, Undertaker was almost dead and buried, but has enough strength to kick out and battle on. The Macho Man in control. Sit out, pile driver. That's what he was looking for.
His shoulders are down. What a way to win a singles match. It's dream time!
And his opponent, from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 275 pounds, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
It is time to get a dream, hold on to it, and shoot for the sky. The American Dream has arrived on the big stage.
Dusty Rhodes looking fired up. Dusty Rhodes looking to head to the pay window tonight, if you will.
Here we go, guys. Falls count anywhere.
We're seeing one of the all-time greats in action right here with the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
His opponent's got to be on the lookout for his flying elbow. Don't take a second to compose yourself on the mat, because the next one, you get nailed.
You know, I'd say the Falls Count Anywhere match was popularized back in the Attitude Era, but before that, I remember Pat Patterson and Sergeant Slaughter's famous 1981 alley fight, which many consider to be the precursor to Falls Count Anywhere.
As Byron mentioned, the Pat Patterson-Sergeant Slaughter alley fight had many of the elements of a Falls Count Anywhere match. Most notably, I'd say, was the heavy weapon usage.
Yeah, that match had everything from cowboy boots to brass knuckles, but more importantly, weren't you born in 1981, Saxton?
Good point.
Incredible!
There was a lot of force behind that one.
Incredible!
There was a lot of force behind that one. Real quick, in case we have any newbies watching, a Falls Count Anywhere match means that this contest can literally end anywhere. Simple, right? Even Saxton can understand those rules.
In describing this match, Corey, you said it can end anywhere, which means we could see this match conclude in the ring, the stands, the locker room. Heck, it could even end outside the streets.
And on top of that, it's worth noting that anything is legal in this match, guys. The only rule is there are no rules.
Well, guys, the referee should have it relatively easy here tonight because, as you know, in a Falls Count Anywhere match, anything goes.
Ooh, nice Russian leg sweep.
Slam down hard.
Dusty Rhodes showing signs of fatigue. Wow.
I fully expect him to bounce back, though. This is the type of one-on-one atmosphere where he thrives.
Hard to argue your take on this match, Michael. When there are no rules to enforce, the official's sole responsibility in a match like this is to simply declare the victor.
Yeah, the referee may only have one job, but I'm still willing to bet he finds a way to mess it up.
Macho Man hurting a little here. This could be the start of an ugly downward spiral if he's not careful.
It's hard to tell at this point, but perhaps the unpredictable nature of this match is too much for him to overcome.
Thinking of big moments in Randy Savage's career, I think of WrestleMania 3, when he and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat stole the show.
I'm not sure Savage wants to remember the match because he ended up losing, but it is considered to be one of the greatest matches in WWE history, and maybe one of the first show-stealing performances at a WrestleMania, too.
To inject my opinion on that classic between Savage and Steamboat, I'm still mad about it. Randy was about to finish off the Dragon with the ring bell, but George the Animal Steel interfered.
You may be the only one with that feeling, Corey. Little trivia about that highly touted match. That was the first time the Intercontinental title ever changed hands at a WrestleMania.
When it comes to Falls Count Anywhere matches, for my money, there are few better than the November 2016 battle between Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
And a pin attempt. And Randy Savage gets out of the pinfall.
Oh, wow.
Speaking of that classic Charlotte-Sasha encounter Corey mentioned, we should add that it was
Couple of jabs. They're following up with a big...
I like the combination punch. I'm not sure how much he has left. Jeez, and
we got a cover. Just before 3. That was real close.
Gonna take more than that.
Dusty Rhodes has him in his sights.
Uh-oh, Byron, you feel the bionic elbow from the Dream.
And puttick, if you will. This one's over, guys. Guys, the most important thing for a superstar to remember in a fall.
Dusty Rhodes with the victory.
Making his way to the ring, from England, weighing in at 250 pounds, Connor Jackson.
Guys, you have to imagine this Hell in a Cell match will be every bit as dangerous as it looks.
And being surrounded by such a destructive structure, I can't help but wonder what's going through the minds of these superstars here tonight.
When you think Attitude Era, you think...
This should be an incredible matchup. I mean, both men have extensive offensive repertoires, lasting endurance, and an insatiable appetite to be number one.
And this is one of those matches where it's hard to believe we get paid for this. Well, actually, hard to believe Saxton gets paid for anything.
Oh, what a forearm!
That was dirty. Harsh impact.
Set up
Russian leg sweep.
What a punch! Man, that hurts! Got the shoulders down, and he doesn't stay down for long.
Way too early.
Vertical suplex! Nice!
Guys, I don't think you can have a conversation about great Hell in a Cell moments without bringing up the name Shane McMahon. He really has become synonymous with cell insanity. Boom!
It's hard not to recognize what Shane McMahon has done when it comes to Hell in a Cell. As Corey was saying, but at what point is enough enough?
Come on, Michael. There's no such thing as enough when it comes to Shane McMahon. Even you know that.
I don't know about you guys, but for me, there is no greater thrill than being at the announce desk for a Hell in a Cell match. Oh, nasty impact. Oh!
You know, I'm a little surprised, Corey, to hear you talk about the thrill of announcing a Hell in a Cell match, considering you were there when Shane McMahon shattered the announce desk at Hell in a Cell 2017.
I was there too, Michael, and I'll tell you, I will never look at Hell in a Cell matches the same after that.
You were? Of course, guys, we all remember the 1998 battle between Mankind and Undertaker. And all these years later, fans still refer to it as one of the greatest Hell in a Cell matches of all time.
When this guy's on, look out.
This might be it. Oh, my.
Looks like he's starting to falter. He doesn't want to absorb much more punishment if he wants to win this match.
This cell has a way of changing people forever. And I can't help but think he's never going to be the same again after this one.
As Michael was saying, I will never forget the Mankind-Undertaker match. Just the sight of Mankind flying through the air is something that'll be ingrained in my memory forever.
Yeah, and while Mankind's the story of that match, I think a lot of people forget it was actually Undertaker who walked out of that match victorious. Nailed it.
Guys, I think it needs to be said that yes, while we all are enjoying watching this match, you cannot deny the real dangers these superstars are presented with here tonight.
Ooh, right in the face.
Destroyed.
Steve Austin starting to flounder some.
He's really going to need to create some space for himself.
Yeah, but he's got a very untraditional approach tonight, which includes spending a great deal of time outside the ring. That might help him in the long run. We'll see.
I have to agree with what Byron was saying about the dangers of Hell in a Cell. The truth is that superstars change forever after competing in this demonic structure.
For once, I agree with both of you. The fact of the matter is that tonight will likely be the most demanding night of these superstars' careers.
He's too quick for him there.
Suplex.
Real quick, let's remind everybody that there are no rules inside a Hell in a Cell, meaning the referee's sole job in this match is to call for the bell following a 3 count or submission.
Oh, he's such a tough target. Just as important as Byron's point about there being no rules inside the cell, the same holds true for outside the structure. As we've seen many times in the past, superstars don't always stay within the cell.
No, they don't, Cole. In fact, a lot of times you'll see them competing on top of the cell of all places.
After years of struggling to make an impact in WWE, Steve Austin finally broke through at the 1996 King of the Ring. Austin was about to unleash something no one had ever seen before.
You have to wonder what's going through these guys' minds in a match of this magnitude.
Talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin at the King of the Ring, Byron. After Austin won the tournament, he proclaimed the birth of Austin 316. His anger produced the fuel that drove the Austin Revolution and ushered the Attitude Era into WWE.
The glass breaks, the beer's flowing, and Stone Cold utilizes certain sign language, Cole. Austin 316 took the world.
Oh, caught him.
Uh-oh. No way.
Face plant.
Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are. Moves like that have a way of reverberating throughout the entire body.
Harsh impact. Oh, the knee just being torn apart now.
This has been a battle.
The battle wounds are visible on these superstars right now as this Hell in a Cell match somehow continues.
Both these superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys.
Given their performances tonight, it's too bad one of these superstars has to walk out of here on the losing end.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
These superstars wearing the wounds right now of what has been an absolutely thrilling matchup.
Oh, and he reverses it. Both these superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys. At what point do those thoughts creep in of, what do I have to do to put this match to rest? I don't know. I don't know as a WWE superstar if you ever have those thoughts of self-doubt. I don't know how much more damage one person can take. I don't care how tough you are.
Big time slam. Vicious.
This has been a war. Shoulder tackle.
He's got him down. This is it.
Can you believe this battle's not over yet?
What a match.
He goes for the cover. One.
And an easy kick out there from Austin.
Can you believe this?
Here's the cover. 1, 2, 3.
What a match. I mean, what an unbelievable match. What a victory.